Here it is, the Volkswagen ID3. People have been asking me for so long, when are you going to test this? When are you and Flaviana going to test this? So I'm going to give you a quick tour of the car on the outside and the inside, and I'll show you the boot and just show you how practical that is. And then we'll go on a trip to London. And of course, feel free to skip ahead to that bit if you want, because that's the bit that everyone probably wants to see, isn't it?
Give me a straight answer.
I can't, because I can't remember.
Gnagno, you're not informed, then we shouldn't have done this video now.
The design is very clean, although I'm not keen on the sticker here. I get why they've done it, because there is this kind of dotty effect all over the place, but I'm not keen on that. But generally, it's a very clean look. I love this black. This spoiler is cool. In fact, all the way around, so I think it's a really nice car. It's very classy looking, I think. This crease along here, really nice. Interesting that they've gone with normal handles, actually, because a lot of EVs these days seem to have flat handles for improved efficiency. This doesn't have it. Normal handles. You've got a plastic kind of kicky bit down there. Kicky bit, I'm not sure if that's the technical word. The bonnet looks tiny. I mean, it's not a big bonnet anyway, but it looks tiny because that's the only bit of the bonnet that you sort of see there, you know. But there is that bit up there as well. It's for some reason in this kind of plastic stuff. Also notice that you've got the nice new Volkswagen flat logo, which is cool. An awful lot of dead flies, but you know, they did die happy. You'll see the pattern is repeated here that was on the side. You've got very cool lights. It's a cool looking front, I think. I think they've done a great job on the design.
How do you go into the...
So this little turny thing up here is like the BMW i3. A little twisty turny thing up here. So you do it again for B. Reverse.
What a beautiful screen.
Well, this is saying 2 hours, 105 miles.
So we're off to London, and at the same time we review the car. Some people on Twitter were talking about ID4. What is ID4, ID3?
This is a bit cheaper than ID4, and I suppose more people wanted to know what you would think about the ID3.
What do people care what I think? I am not an expert of cars.
Apparently you are.
Right up there, go up there!
I'm not going to make it up there, though. I think it's too steep.
Yeah, Anya, what did you do?
Yeah, this is why I didn't want to go this bloody way. And then you said,
There
"Oh, it's
are
fine."
no places to turn.
We're going to make it past, yes. Hopefully we will. Lovely rural roads.
Let's see up here. Ah! A light comes on. This is so good. This is the best. How clever. I like it. You at the back, ti piace questa macchina?
Sì.
At the back is extremely spacious, and the seat belts are a dream. Now one can think, why is she mentioning the seat belts? Because when you have kids, it can make your life nice, or it can make it miserable to have tough seat belts. And those are so smooth and so easy to click that I love them. And they come out so light, they're so light. They come down like butter.
Are you filming yourself or are you filming me while you're saying this?
You.
Okay. It's better people want to watch you when you're talking.
No, because I am not ready for a video.
Right, the driver's seat is set to my driving position. I'm 5'11", and there is loads of room. It's so comfortable in the back here. That's just fantastic. And in terms of headspace, I've got over a fist. You can't see it there because I framed it badly, but over a fist. On each seat, you've got a seat pocket. You've got 2 USB-C ports in the back, which anyone with kids will absolutely love. Of course, the problem is that USB-C is one of those weird ports that you don't get many connections for USB-C yet, or I don't. I tend to have many USB-A, but I'm not going to complain about it because, you know, it's the future and they're better. But just something to bear in mind. You've got Isofix on the two back seats here as well, and it's really nice. Let's have a look at the windows, which I can't because the car's not turned on. And that's how far the windows go down. It's a tiny little bit there, but really that's fine. So you've got Smart Climate, Classic Climate and Air Care. I don't know.
So you can select my temperature and your temperature.
It's on sync at the moment, is it? I don't know how this works.
Ah yeah, so I sync left and right. That's very clever. Che cos'è Air Care?
I have no idea.
It makes it look like we can remove the roof.
Yeah, well, we can't.
Are you sure? Okay, these are warm hands. Warm my feet.
Yeah, no, it's really clever, isn't it? The way,
Yeah.
the way it says it. Cindy, can you go back to...
Cool my feet.
Which way am I going?
Now turn left.
Turn left, gnagno. I don't know how to go back. Maybe I press this. There we go. What a beautiful car.
Please keep left in 400 yards and then follow road A2 towards London.
Obviously this camera here doesn't make it look good, especially with this trembling raccoon.
A trembling raccoon.
Does it have the three modes of braking, like the regenerative braking?
No, you've got two. You've got D and B, so it's just like it's just the same as the Leaf.
How are you in the back? Aurelian baby.
I think this is the worst video yet with this handheld iPhone right in my face.
I'm telling you that I have stable hands.
If you press the brake, then it seems to turn on. But there is also a start-stop button on the side here, and sometimes I feel I have to press that and sometimes not, and I just can't work out. I can't quite work out yet, based on the amount of time I've had this car. I can't work out when you need to press this button and when you don't. You've got D and B. B is for braking mode, which increases the regenerative braking when you take your foot off throttle. Press P for park on the end there. Quite squidgy here, it's kind of a squidgy plastic. That's a sort of a scratchy plastic. You've got piano black all over the place with these touch kind of buttons here and up here. Have we explained where we're going and what we're doing?
What do they care?
Yeah, well, because it gives some narrative, doesn't it?
Ah, true.
We are going to London.
Yes. And who are we visiting?
Auntie.
Auntie.
Please
Because
take
also-
the second exit and then follow road N2 towards London.
Because also some people didn't believe that she was my sister
Yeah, we should
because she's nice and I'm not. so-
clarify it's Cheshi. We're talking about Cheshi, who was on my John O'Groats trip. She was my co-pilot.
Okay.
There you go. So you've just driven your first electric car.
And since she's
Shit.
since she's
Yeah, you said a bad word.
Did I?
Yes.
I'll bleep it out.
allora
Please
since
follow the
oh
M2
for fuck's sake.
Mama, you said a bad word as well.
Yes, but I'm Italian and I can say English bad words because
don't-
they don't count.
I think they do.
No.
Okay, it doesn't count because Mama's still learning English.
Exactly. Just one little anecdote. Well, it's not an anecdote, but if you ever have learned a foreign language, it's very much easier to swear in that language than it is in your own language, because you just don't give it enough importance to bad words in the other language.
I never swear in Italian.
Yes, you sometimes say to Mama.
But you don't. Yes, I don't care about bad words. So some people say, you know, to the kids, don't say the bad words. That's a bad word. Don't say it. I don't
know
care.
why we even invented bad words.
No, it's nice to say bad words.
It isn't.
Yes, it is. So yes, when they say, the kids shouldn't say, you shouldn't say this bad word. I don't like making a big deal out of bad words. If Aurelia says a bad word, I don't care.
We all laughed, don't we?
Yeah, we just laugh. Even as soon as I meet one person, I can say a bad word, so they know what I'm like. I don't care, I'm not a posh person. I'm what I am. I'm not a Chev either. But, you know, I like to swear. It's nice. I like it. Going
Good.
back to the car. Right.
I've lost my train of thought now. Anyway, we're going to London to see Cheshi and...
Yes,
And-
and I
and
will
we- and-
prove that she's my sister.
Okay, and anyway, my point, getting back to the cars, I was going to take the Fiat 500e, but Flaviana said,
That I'm never again traveling in the back of that car.
exactly. So we could have taken the Leaf, but it would have involved at least one charge.
How much does it cost?
The problem is, right, the problem is,
Give me a straight answer.
I can't, because I can't remember.
Gnagno, you're not informed, then we shouldn't have done this video now, no?
No, okay.
Allora,
It's
cut
it's
this.
like,
Okay, I'm not too bad. I thought it was worse. Hello, viewers of Mr. EV. I've read a lot of requests of some of you saying that you want to see Mrs. EV. So here I am. What else do we have to say?
yeah, but what I wanted to say is that it drives really nicely.
Yeah, you said that already.
Did I?
Yeah.
I'm losing my mind then. But it drives really nicely. Seats are very comfortable. Holds the road really nicely. It's good.
I like this as well. So why isn't there? So if I press light, it comes off
M20
on
Maidstone.
both sides. Beautiful. It's really a nice car. Don't press the red button.
That's terrifying. That really.
The outside seems okay, like a normal car. The inside seems nice. I like that it's very minimalistic what it looks like. There's this grey, this light grey, all these lines. The boot was nice and spacious.
Okay, let's have a look at the boot. I've got the tape measure. Nice little touch is that you've got this in the centre that you can push down and you can stick your skis in, or whatever people do with these things. Unfortunately, it's not a flat entry point, so you do have a lip here of about 20 centimetres. So that's a bit of a shame. With these seats up, you've got about 80 centimetres. 80 centimetres depth and 100 centimetres across. Up to the parcel shelf, about 50 centimetres. The passenger seat is set to my legroom. So you've got about 160 centimetres. Let's see what kind of luggage we can get in there. Right, now I'm not sure whether that's going to... I think it'll close. Yeah, the parcel shelf will close on top of that. So you can see that that's pretty usable luggage, and there's still loads of space here. I could stick loads of soft bags or something down there. Maybe even... no, probably not another carry-on. Not another hard carry-on, but there is loads of space, I think.
Someone doing paragliding up there.
Did you tell your viewers that you did paragliding in Greece?
No.
Oh no, because you don't want to tell anyone that we've been to Greece. Mr. EV doesn't want to say it to the viewers because he's scared that the viewers don't approve that we traveled abroad.
I'm not mentioning it.
Yeah,
I'm not going to mention that.
You are. If you don't put this, I'm never gonna be on the video ever again. You are. Why? Please tell him that it's not a big deal to travel. They removed the advice not to travel, so we traveled. Allora, what's the big deal? We spent £300 on tests. We did it all legally. Why are you embarrassed that we traveled to Greece? Tell me now.
I'm not embarrassed. It's just I didn't want to make a big deal out of it. But a lot of people are still not travelling, and I didn't want to make a big deal out of it and say, "Oh, go to Greece."
Yeah, but what's the big deal? You know, it's not a big deal. No one gives a crap. We went to Greece and you did paragliding. Cut to the video of Gnagno doing paragliding. Now you will insert the video here.
Yeah, I got that.
Eccoci qui. Papà ora andrà sul paracadute. Parasailing.
Okay, let's go.
Eccolo. Wow!
I'm flying above Corfu. It's a bit strange, isn't it? Beautiful view.
Mi piace? So this is a good car to have because it's spacious inside. The boot is good. It has a big range. It's not too expensive where it is. But do you find them used?
Now take the exit.
You probably
left
do now,
and follow
yeah.
road
See?
A22.
We buy it used. Perfect.
The navigation's frozen.
Why did you exit?
Because it told me to go this way.
Please take
Oh,
the
it's
6th
fine, it's
exit
fine.
onto Running Horse
No,
roundabout.
it's sending you back
I
to
know it
where
is.
you are.
It sent me this way.
Good Lord, Gnagno.
It sent me this way.
Allora, be attento. Concentrating instead of doing reviews.
What makes this car so difficult to review is it absolutely.
Ah, look! I've
What?
sent it up. I'm so up now.
Oh, right.
I've put it up and I'm soaring above the clouds.
Do you like it?
Yes.
Please
Wow, I'm
turn
so
left at
tall
1 mile
now.
And continue to follow the
Yeah, even someone said on tweet, let her be up so she can look down on others. That's what I do.
In the front, it's a really good driving position. It's we got the seat quite high actually. I think we've got it at the highest point, and it is just a manual seat. And you, oh no, it's not the highest point. No, I'm still going. Okay, this is the highest point. Really high up. You know, lots of windows. It's really nice. The A-pillar splits in two here, so you've got a little bit of glass there that you can see through. So that really helps the visibility. You've got these armrests on the seats. They're nice. You've got this little thing here to hold your phone. A couple of big cup holders. Kind of a thing there to stick stuff. You've got 2 more USB-Cs. Loads of space down here. Where this car really annoys me is these buttons. So you've got touch sensitive slider button kind of things here, and down here, so like the hazards, it's kind of touch sensitive, but you have to press it quite hard. I mean, it's just weird. It's like, it's not consistent. That's the problem with this. There's like kind of touch sensitive buttons there, yeah, for lights. There's all the lights and the heated windows and things like that. That's kind of touch sensitive. You've got these ones over here for the for doing the windows and stuff like that. I found these really glitchy for trying to adjust the wing mirrors. I don't know what I've just done. Yeah, I mean, surely pressing that should then adjust the mirrors. Oh, it's lit up now. Maybe I can do it now. Surely that should adjust the mirror. I don't know. Anyway, it just feels a bit glitchy. I just can't work out whether it's pressing or not. But that might just be me being stupid. You've got the ones on here which have got some haptic feedback on the steering wheel. So you do actually have to press it. It's not properly touch sensitive. In other words, there's no consistency. Anyway, that's my point. So it would be nice if every button was a button, I think. I just don't see the point of having touch sensitive stuff just for the sake of it. And it's a shame really, because everything in the car I think feels quite nice and tactile, and that's just, it kind of spoils it a little bit for me, really.
Do you like driving in London?
Yeah, it's great. 13 miles is going to take 50 minutes.
Do a London accent.
I can't do a London accent very well, but it's a bit like that.
Have you ever done the different accents on Mystery V?
No.
Then
no.
this is gonna be an entertaining video. Allora, now do the Scottish accent.
Scottish accent's a bit like that. Well, it depends where in Scotland we're talking about.
Really? You're so particular even with the area of Scotland.
Yeah, well, I just do generic Scottish, but
Yeah, and now the Welsh.
Welsh is really difficult. Welsh is a bit like that, but it's quite easy to go from Welsh into Indian.
And then do the posh poshest ever.
What, you mean like the Queen?
Yeah,
You know,
no, like a proper posh person.
yeah. There we go.
Because you are posh.
Practically Hugh Grant, just think on this. Oh, yeah, you know.
Well, they don't say anything, they just
No,
do
exactly
gutter.
like Boris Johnson. Boris Johnson never says anything, does he?
What,
He's
does
just
he speak posh?
yeah, yeah. It's like that.
Do you like Boris Johnson?
Yeah, let's not get political.
Do Australian accent.
Australia's quite easy, really.
South Africa.
I have a good friend who's South African, so I hear that a lot.
Do you have any other accent?
This is a better way of alienating most of my subscribers. This way.
No, it's a
Insulting-
better way to get
No,
subscribers.
it's-
Do you have some accent of any important person that you want to do?
no, people don't want to know this. People don't want to hear.
Yes, they do.
They-
Normal people do. Not people that watch. I'm sure they like other things apart from cars. And this is entertaining.
Can't do any famous people. All I can do is Kermit the Frog.
Do Kermit the Frog.
Hey there, I'm Kermit the Frog. It's my Kermit
And-
the Frog.
Turn left.
And stay tuned because soon we will tell you a story about Kermit the Frog.
The charging port is at the rear on the driver's side, and you've got CCS, of course. It charges up to 125 kilowatts in this first edition on DC, so that's like rapid charging, or 11 kilowatts AC. Most people at home just have 7 kilowatts, so of course you can just do 7. That's the AC at the top there. Nicely, you don't have to take out a plug, because sometimes you have to take out plugs on EVs for the AC as well. But with this, you just plug it in.
So the story goes, right? People don't want to hear this.
Yes, they do.
People don't care.
They
People are
do.
just
You
like-
were in Canada, were you?
Yeah, the people are just saying, talk about the car.
No,
was
no,
in-
they like it.
I was in Montreal and I went to a club and there was karaoke
With your
with
ex-girlfriend.
my ex-girlfriend, who was a singer, so she could sing okay. I'm terrible at karaoke. Anyway, so
No, you're very good at singing.
so there was karaoke there, and we did a Peter Gabriel song or something.
No, it was.
Which, wait.
Ah,
We did a Peter Gabriel song, and that went surprisingly well. In Your Eyes.
oh, you did it together with your girlfriend.
Yes.
But
And that-
why are you saying this? I'm telling you to say
Okay.
Kermit the Frog.
Alright, okay, I'm just
Okay.
giving a bit of back. Anyway, so filled with confidence that actually I was doing all right. I signed up again. I thought, all right, yeah, fine. My favourite band in the world is Pink Floyd, so I thought, all right, I'll do "Have a Cigar" by Pink Floyd, and it's in completely the wrong key for me, right? And so partway through, it was dying, and I was just looking around and just seeing everyone's expressions. They looked like it was the worst thing they'd ever seen, and then it got even worse because I thought. But then it got even worse, so I thought, right, screw this, I'm just going to do Kermit the Frog. So I started, hey there, have a cigar, you're going to go far. And I started doing it as Kermit the Frog, and my God, the room. I mean, there were people there that I think wanted to kill me. And I was murdering this wonderful Pink Floyd song.
With the Kermit the Frog.
No one clapped at the end of it. It was
Not even your
not even,
girlfriend.
no. I think she yeah,
She broke
it all
up
fell
with you.
apart after that. I think. My God.
Why on earth would you start singing like Kermit
I
the
tell you what.
Frog?
Okay, so there we go. So I actually did 3 songs because I forgot. I did
Oh,
do a
God.
Kermit. I did a Kermit after Peter Gabriel. I did Rainbow Connection. So someday we'll find it, the Rainbow Connection, the lovers, the dreamers, and me. So I did that, and then I thought, you know, why not? Because they like that. I got claps for the Kermit. You know.
People will be very entertained.
Yeah,
by
of course they
this.
will. Yeah, people are unsubscribing. Okay, so we've arrived in London. 168 miles it says on the GOM. That's not too bad, actually a bit more efficient than I was expecting. So the average consumption was 3.9 miles per kilowatt hour. That's 73 miles and 2 hours 32. Let's get some tapas.
And yesterday we had a very lovely dinner with Spanish tapas. Thank you, Gigi and George.
I'm sure I clicked on a video about the Volkswagen.
We're going this way.
Now we're on the motorway. I thought I would ask Flaviana how she enjoys driving the car and what she thinks of it. So, are you enjoying driving the car? What do you think of it? Well, what's the driving position like? Because you jacked up the seat a bit, didn't you, right?
Yes, because I want to be tall. But I'm not convinced yet. It's fine, I mean, you know, it's okay. But I'm not super comfortable.
Oh no? So the seats themselves, you know?
Ah, seems a bit hard, I don't know. I remember with the Nero, it was a bit soft.
Oh, you think? Oh, maybe a bit.
It might
Yeah,
also
maybe
be
a bit.
because I have a bit of a backache, so my back doesn't really feel comfortable at the moment. But it just feels a bit, I don't know, still supportive, but kind of in the wrong way.
Okay, it is quite firm.
Yeah,
Yeah. The car itself, you like to drive it?
yeah, just another electric car.
Okay.
It's nice. You know, I like it, it's perfect, really perfect, a nice car. Perfect size, visibility good. Everything is good about it. But it doesn't feel as, now I can't get the word, the right word, as, I'm gonna say just posh, but it's not posh, as, and not even elegant, it's just,
Refined? Or-
yes, maybe refined as the Nero,
Okay.
as the Kia Niro. When obviously I'm always comparing to that because that's the best electric car I've driven, considering range, size, that's the best electric car I've driven,
Yeah.
the Kia Niro, if you consider everything.
And now we'll skip to when we get back home. We got back
Is
home with...
there a brake, you know?
No. No, there's not. It's automatic.
Ah, bad.
Which is nice. So we got home with 16% battery and 40 miles it says on the GOM, the range meter.
But you turn it off, I don't know how.
Well, that's it. You don't have to turn it off. You just get out. So there we go. I think that's probably the end of the review. Do we have anything else to say? No, we don't.
I have.
What do you have to say, Precious? Did you like it?
I have to say that I don't like it when you talk about cars.
Okay. Very good. Okay. Thank you very much for watching. Please press subscribe and the bell icon to be notified of other videos. And we'll be back with more videos very soon. And sorry for all the craziness in this one. It was a bit of a weird one, wasn't it?